Because I'm in a WhatsApp group with you, you think you have access to me? You want to be writing my name in full, mentioning my name? The audacity.
You don't even know what lamb chops is. This idiot rented house in Banana Island to lie to people.
KK, kaka, kuku kaka, hey.
It's the audacity for me. CHIOMA. Hey. Did you guys see how Miriam literally flew to hold Laura? So they said that even her clothes flew with her. You guys, this episode was crazy.
You want to see crazy?
This ladies went down low to the deepest lows. I'm almost tempted to just leave everything that happened at the beginning and just go to the end and give you guys all the tea from the end. But that's not how we roll here. Over here, I promised you guys details, and details I am going to give. If you've watched the episode already, just start dropping your comments. Let's interact. Let me know how this episode was for you. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, you know what to do. Please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give the a thumbs up. So this episode began with Sienna. They showed where she was styling Priscilla, that's Yabo's daughter, for her 21st birthday. She was putting on a black gown that looked really good. Tiana's husband was the photographer, of course. So if I can get a picture of it on Instagram, I'm going to include it in this video. Meanwhile, the way they entered the scene, they just showed where Sienna was just sitting down with her glasses, writing what she was writing, looking like a boss. I'm like, okay. Then there was a conversation. Tiana called Iyabo. Iyabo called Sienna to just know how the shoot was going. So during the conversation, there was a point where Sienna was now asking Iyabo about Laura's launch, the fashion show, that how did Iyabo find her pieces, like her clothes. For some reason, Iyabo did not really answer the question. She just like diverted, and that's how the conversation just shifted from there.
Anyway, let's talk about Laura's pieces for the runway. What did you think about the pieces?
I'm sure Laura, she really appreciates it.
She was very happy. And I'm happy that you work for you and Priscilla.
I wanted to hear that gist though. But yeah, I don't know what Sienna was expecting to hear there. And then that was that for that particular scenario. They now showed us Miriam and her sister. They were just having a conversation about Miriam's retail fashion store. Apparently she got a few new items, so they were just discussing it. So looking really stressed. So while they were there having the conversation, that's Miriam and her sister, Miriam's husband just came out with drinks, smiling from ear to ear. I'm like it was looking so cute. Like the way he just came out with the drink, smiling, I was like, oh, so cute. You know, knowing fully well that Miriam was really stressed, and then he just came in, and that's kind of how he got into that particular scene. And they now started planning for the event that they were hosting, or the dinner that they were hosting for the ladies. So suggestions were flying here and there.
Can we bring in entertainment?
Yeah, karaoke. I'm trying to do karaoke.
How about a magician?
Definitely. To cast away so you're not going to sit with your best friend.
Make it interesting. Make it a hat. You pick out the names, and then they can figure out where they sit.
What they say. We can do that. Nice. Thank you.
Magic shake. So that they come and do magic, and somebody will say it's from the village, it's village people, Obanje. So he just made suggestions, and it was just a cute moment. Just seeing that, seeing how they were working together and trying to just make everything, work for the dinner. So it was just cool to see all of that happen. After that, they just moved straight to the dinner. I like the fact that the next thing they showed us was the dinner, because that's kind of like where all the drama started to unfold. So for the dinner, Iyabo and Toyin came first. Iyabo went to pick Toyin for them to go together. So they were the first people to arrive. Then after that, Laura now came in. So initially, the whole thing was just looking very awkward, because apparently Miriam had not come out to like greet them, and then they were just sitting down there pressing phone. It was looking like it was a very, very awkward moment. And according to Laura said she wasn't feeling herself. So from the beginning, she was already looking moody, acting moody, and also I think it just polluted the air. For the initially just polluted the air. So when Miriam came down, she greeted all of them, and then when she got to Laura wasn't giving her the reception that she was expecting, I guess. So something like, what's doing you?
We'll be waiting there for you. Thank you, baby. You too. Odd mean, I don't understand. Why you like? I understand that.
Apparently, I think Miriam likes hugs a lot, because she was like, hug me now. Why are you like acting like that? So everything just started on a very, would I say, calm note. Then Miriam now brought a bowl for them to choose their number. She told them that she didn't want them to be sitting she didn't want them to sit close to each other, so that nobody will now go and be gossiping. When she said that, I was like, hey, But apparently, the numbers they now picked were 1, 2, 3. So at the end of the day, they were still going to sit close to each other. After that, she now brought takeaway gifts for them, which had a book in it. I think the book is her husband's book. I think it's the one that wrote it, because there's a comment she made later on saying that all the money that's made from the book is going to go to his foundation. So I think it's her husband that is the writer of the book. From there now, they now started having normal conversations about, like, you know, what's up, what's up, what's up. And I think at this point they had waited for a long time because it was not like, where's CHIOMA, where's CAROLYN, they're not here yet. Yaba now decided to call CHIOMA to know what's up now, like, why is she not here. That's how the whole late coming issue started. Laura, on the other hand, in her confessional, she was like, that is as if CHIOMA just likes the attention that she's getting. She wants the attention and she likes the attention.
CHIOMA is in the world of her own. She's enjoying this whole attention. Okay, are they all seated? I'm sure there's somebody she calls. Hey, are they all seated? Okay. Now.
I was like, Laura. She may not be wrong, Sha, because I actually think that a part of me thinks that maybe CHIOMA just likes that thing of everybody's there. She's gonna now arrive looking all hot. So it's possible that she likes the attention she gets when she comes late. It's just giving me Swanky Jerry vibes. But the difference is that Swanky Jerry knows that that's the reason he's coming late. He likes to make an entrance. So that's the kind of vibe that CHIOMA is also giving me on this show. Like, okay, come late and look good, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, later on, they now started having like different conversations. Toyi made mention of the fact that before, she used to be this kind of person that if you do something to her, she'll just attack. She's ready to physically like fight you, go wait for you and fight you and all of that. Then Laura now said that she has never gotten to that point before with anybody. And the reason I'm talking about this is because she's saying she has never gotten to that point with anybody, and then they're showing us that in the next episode she got physical with CAROLYN. It's just very funny. Like, so what the show is making people do.
There used to be an age where I would literally fight you if I don't like something. I would wait for you outside of your house and, you know, get into it.
I've never gotten to that level in my life.
But now,
then they now brought up a conversation about a time where Yabo stood up for a lady that was being molested. It was a viral gist on Instagram. She just talked about like molestation. Then Toyi now shared her story about when she was abused, when she was being abused. Apparently, she was in an abusive relationship. I think she mentioned that she was being abused physically, emotionally, like.
so some of us have gone through these kind of things and we just don't care anymore. We just want to walk away and be happy. Marian has seen me search, has seen me go through these things, physical abuse and everything. And the point is, at times we know this is wrong. We want to get away, but we are scared.
Then apparently she also mentioned that during the time where she was in this situation, Miriam also helped her. So they are really, really close. Like, they've been really, really close for the fact that Miriam has helped her in the past, like when they had to do with her ex's relationships. That means they've been close for quite some time. So Miriam's husband even got involved in the whole issue, but we thank God that she's out of the situation now and she has moved on from that.
At times people are abusing you. You don't even know they are abusing you. It's the people that are around you that will tell you, yo, baby, you are being abused. Emotional abuse will kill you.
Something I was
make you
down.
feel like you're
I said
nothing.
to you, are you like,
Seriously?
I said to you, like, don't worry.
My husband had to hold
I
me
will
and
go
say,
home.
ha.
Come back.
It was just a lot of things that were shared in that gathering that they had. Then they just got tired of waiting at some point and decided to proceed to the dining and, you know, start the whole dinner.
It's supposed to be lunch, right? 4. And it's almost 9 p.m.
If you're going outside, just if I invite you
They
to
want to make a
wedding,
grand entrance. Do you have drummers or
I really don't care about the grand
that will
entrance.
drum in
It can't be more beautiful than the ladies right here. It's just respect, do you understand?
Me, I was just looking at them like, if people try though, me, I will not wait for anybody. We're going to gather and have our dinner. When we are done, if people come late, you're going to have your own dinner. You go and serve yourself because most likely at that time the chefs would have gone. So you're gonna go get your food, stay on the dining, eat your food. I'm not gonna wait for food. I'm not waiting for anybody to eat food though. Hey. So then Asha proceeded to the dining, and apparently it was a celebrity chef that Miriam got to cook for them. When Toyi saw her, Toyi was excited.
She is not just a chef. She was a former dancer, actor, king of the boys. Did I mention she's my first cousin? Proud cousin.
So in front of you, we have a savory donut.
Later on, CHIOMA and CAROLYN came. Geng. Yabo literally said genge. So they now arrived, and the people on the table, they were not even smiling with them. They were not having it. The mood was just like down, basically. So after they arrived, there was a statement that Laura made in her confessional. She was like, she thinks that in CHIOMA's head, CHIOMA is thinking that maybe that's Laura, is intimidated by her dressing or her outfits. And I'm like, okay, where is this coming from? Maybe that's not even what Chioma is thinking. Maybe Chioma just likes to slay, like she just wants to come in and slay. But Laura's like, that's her opinion, Sha. That's what Laura said. She said is her own opinion. So let's leave it at that.
In Chioma's head, just in Chioma, that's my opinion. I feel like in Chioma's head, she actually thinks that I am intimidated by what she wears. Like,
meanwhile, Chioma came with flowers to give Miriam, and that kind of like puts Miriam in a position where she was not even able to really express how she was feeling. According to Chioma, she said it was a bribe. Then this is when Iyabo now said, no, I'm not gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna express my mind because I don't like this whole idea of you guys coming late. So Iyabo just had to express everything that she was feeling. Like, you cannot be coming late for every event that we've had or every gathering that everybody has come together. You just be coming late. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so ladies, me, I have something to say. Please, we all have to start learning how to keep the time, because when they tell me 12 o'clock, I end my whole day. I think it's disrespectful. We all have other things we do apart from this.
It doesn't make sense because I feel like at this point it now seems deliberate, to be very, very honest. Like every event, is every time that you have something, is either you don't show up, you don't call, or you come late. You can say you're busy and all, but if you know that you have something to meet up, you have to meet up with something, then you should, at least try. But they shall did their own lecture, so let me not come and do my own lecture. So Iyabo just expressed her displeasure, and Chioma was not like that. She knows that Iyabo is talking to her, because Iyabo was trying to make like a general statement. Chioma was like, she knows she's talking to her, so she just, say it to her face, and Iyabo now ended up calling her name.
I know Iyabo's talking about me, even though she's generalizing this lateness thing, but I'm just like, you know what, call my name, because you're talking about me, you're referring to me, so...
If you want to talk to me direct, don't go through the corners.
Chioma, okay, Mom, I was going to say, Mom, if you want to call my name, just call my name. You understand? Yes, Mom.
Talked to her direct, and she spoke to her directly. Meanwhile, Laura was still giving her attitude. She was just, oh my God, Laura, what is it? What's going on here? She was just there, seated, like nothing was even, she wasn't even seeing anybody, nothing was stressing her in the scenario, like she was just there.
It's not an attitude. I had champagne. I've not had champagne in a long time.
Laura. Meanwhile, CAROLYN apologized to them. She just made like a general apology and said she's sorry for that. It's very rude of them to come late. Apparently, CAROLYN is not a late comer. I thought like the previous event, I felt like she arrived late because of how, I think it's the way the production team puts it. So it almost feels like Chioma is always coming. It almost feels, why did I clap like that? It almost feels like CAROLYN has come late for several events. So, but I think it's only that time they were supposed to fly the private jets that CAROLYN came late. But this production team, people are, like I said, people are savage. So apparently CAROLYN apologized to all of them.
You have a child, you have to close as a mother. I appreciate that. So it's very rude. So we're sorry about that. Thank you.
It's enough. I'm not a child. Don't lecture me. I don't want to keep hearing I'm late. I've apologized. What else do you want from me?
Later on, they now showed where Toyin was trying to get Laura to snap out of this attitude. You cannot be moody throughout the night. How do you expect others to feel? How do you expect the host to feel? But Laura was just saying that she was bored. She was not even trying to try. And it didn't make sense to me because you literally just had your own events the previous week and everybody came through for you. Iyabo walked your runway with her daughter. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to not be in another person's event and be spoiling the mood. You get it. You get as it be. It's not cool. So Laura now apologized to them, saying that she doesn't. She's sorry, but like this is not the kind of setting that she's used to. She's not used to this kind of setting.
I apologize. I'm not used to this kind of friendship and this kind of guy. I'm just trying to get used to it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get you out of it.
You're doing too much.
Mabino.
Yeah.
Fuck you. This is the last time I'll care about you.
Who sent it? Who sent it? Oh, see what you have done to yourself now. Meanwhile, Chioma on the other hand, she was just making different statements, the different things that she said in her confessionals. Chioma's confessional this time was just like she was just dropping things here and there. God. Then what next did they even do, Seth? Chioma complimented the dinner, as in she spoke about the dinner and how everything was set. And Miriam actually really tried. Like she got, as in she was very detailed. They even had their name on the menu and she went all the way. Then they now went to they now went for karaoke in Miriam's bar. She has a bar. at the roof, at the rooftop. So they went there, did karaoke. That's where everybody now loosened up and was having fun. That's the kind of vibe that karaoke gives. Like, you have an opportunity to sing rubbish, so you definitely be in a good mood.
My girl, my girl, my girl. Yeah, she's having fun right now upstairs, you know.
Then after that, they now showed where CHIOMA was gathering some items that she was going to give out. She was going for an outreach for her foundation, which I also found really nice. The last time they showed Tony when she was doing the outreach, and then this time apparently CHIOMA has a foundation where they usually go out for they usually go to do outreach most times, which is really, really nice. Like, it's always cool to see that people are giving. And she now spoke of the fact that it's something that she learns from her family. That family people, they usually they used to go every Sunday.
Growing up, every single Sunday, we went for an outreach, either to the prisons or to the motherless babies' home, where we would go and hand out gifts, food items, monetary donations.
So basically, this is where she got the idea from, but this is where she learned it from. So be passing down nice things for your children. Like, we're teaching them good things. Like they say, givers never lack. That is one thing that is very straightforward. It is very, very true that givers never lack. That's all for my motivational speech. So moving on, CHIOMA now placed a call across to Miriam just to thank her for the dinner. Like, she had a really good time and all. And when she called Miriam, little did she know that there was gist loading. Miriam was about to offload gist. So apparently there was a lot more that happened when they left for the dinner, something like that. Yeah.
Because I'm lying about the fact that it was champagne that she drank.
So what was wrong with her then? Why was she being like that?
From the beginning, she was just being a fucking hater.
But does she not like you? Does she have an issue with you? I don't understand why she'll come to your home and disrespect you like that.
Your house can be as big as I have, but if you don't have taste for luxury, bitch, you never have that taste.
Then in Miriam's in CHIOMA's confessional, she made mention of the fact that you cannot come to my dinner and start talking about the fact that my food is not good, I know they didn't show us that, so I'm like, okay, when did this happen? This production team, people are hiding something. So if she did that, then it was completely rude. Like, keep it to yourself. They just had the conversation, and this is where CHIOMA was now throwing different basketballs and speaking about Laura in her confessionals and then on the actual show.
You can't come to my dinner table and tell me, this food is not nice, I didn't like it. You can't do that. You're not going to shit on my effort. It's completely unacceptable. Look at this rat. No one can tell me that this girl doesn't have brain touch. She's actually like the devil.
Later on, CHIOMA's friend now joined her to pack some things, and that's when CHIOMA's friend now had her own things to say about Laura. Like, wait till they do the babe. Why is she always angry? Like,
Laura, why is she always like sad?
I don't understand.
Your thing, I was saying to you after, like, she just seemed like she really didn't want to be part of anything.
Whatever.
Later on, CAROLYN now joined them, and they went for their outreach. They did show us the place that they went to for the outreach, and I actually really liked that. I feel like maybe it was a request from CHIOMA that she didn't want them showing the people that they're going to give things, which makes sense, because personally I like, do your thing, do your outreach, but don't come and now be showing us all the needy people that are struggling. That's the only thing I did not agree with for that Tony zone. Then what next happened? Okay, in the car when they were going for the outreach, that's where the most drama happened. Like, things went from 0 to 100 real quick. Apparently they have a WhatsApp group chat, and Laura dropped a message on the WhatsApp group that now triggered everybody, and it was about the whole late coming issue that happened. And then that's when they started to slander her fashion show. That in her fashion show she started off very late, and it's not as if there was even anything serious that they were coming to see.
On her fashion show, they waited for 6 hours for this woman only to go and watch God knows what, like my gown.
Let me read the messages that were coming in on the WhatsApp group chat. That's where everything was going down. I want to enter their group chat. I wish I could appear. So while I'm reading it, I'll be showing you guys the videos from their conversation. The first message that they showed us was the one Laura dropped. Laura said, "We'll drop this here. The next time there is a gathering of all the ladies and it's lunch, I'll make sure I put my kids to sleep. Then start my makeup. I start my makeup, hair and dress for dinner. If the dash," why they put dash? They should show us everything. "If the dash can't caution some of the ladies, then you all will need to start without them. I didn't want to say anything at Miriam's dinner because I've been late a couple of times myself, and of course trying to avoid being called bitter. But you have said now, you have said it now. And then they censored some parts, even stop censoring things for us. But when call time is 1 p.m. and you come past 9 or so, that's the height. In real life, I would never have waited for CHIOMA and Carol. Not happening. I would have left at 7 p.m. This was not triggered. The other ladies triggered CHIOMA, triggered CAROLYN.
Who on earth do you think you are to be writing this kind of stupid message? Because I'm in a WhatsApp group with you. You think you have access to me? You want to be writing my name in full, mentioning my name? The audacity.
Then CAROLYN responded to that message. She was like, Laura, in real life, why did she say life? In real life, I won't be any close to you. Too big for such. Genge. You have been leaving terrible comments concerning me, and really, I do not care anymore. The entire team of this show can test. Why did she call it show? It's like CAROLYN was typing angrily. Oh, the entire team of this show can test that out of it's even now I'm seeing the typographical errors. The entire team of this show, let me just read it the way she said it, if you can make sense of it here. The entire team of this show can test that out of all of us, I'm always the first or second on. Do not take one moment of coming late due to circumstances beyond my control to insult me. I will not tolerate that. Enough of the smirk remarks from you. If you have an issue with my time yesterday, then speak with the team to know what really happened from my end. Then this is where CHIOMA was now saying that the audacity, you come to WhatsApp group, talk to me, keypad warrior, just throw shades up and down.
Laura is very keyboard happy. Twitter fingers, you can type. Well, say it to my face. I asked you, you said you were fine. So why are you typing? You're coming in a group where everybody is there so you can get back up. If you want to come for me direct.
Let me read more messages so you guys. CAROLYN now, another message that CAROLYN dropped in the group. She said, I can't cure your inferiority complex, hon. You need lots of love. Gege. And then Laura said, who is this though? CHIOMA or Carol? What does she mean by that? Why did she ask that question? It's like, okay, CAROLYN, you're not the owner of your phone. Maybe it's CHIOMA that is controlling the phone. That's the vibe that question gave me. Then CAROLYN said, Chief CAROLYN Hutchings at Laura, it is me. Enough is enough from you. I come early all the time before you. No one should tag me again. I laugh does not mean I will tolerate insults again. I'm not gonna tolerate insults again from you guys. Then I went on to talk about pimping. CAROLYN mentioned that Laura was pimped to one man one time like that.
She's dying inside of her because I said she was pimped. I know I saw her. I was in the room. They brought her for me.
And I'm like, are you guys gonna go there? Are you guys gonna really go there? Oh my god. So another text that we saw, I don't even know if they scattered the text, the production team, but me, I'm just reading it the way they showed us. CAROLYN said, you got a pig. Even with the cheap money, you are still lost. You are glad you're on this, maybe this show with me. Useless cheap skates, shadow with no name. Hey! Is it that message that Laura dropped that resulted in all these things? Or there's another message that I did not read? You don't even see who replied to. Your levels is based on your sisters. People you are not. See, I'm trying to read the message that they did not even show us boldly. This is very, very small. I don't know if you guys can see it. But she said, at least I didn't F little boys in my husband's house. I wasn't thrown out without a dime. Next, you think everyone is like you, as pretty as you are, nothing to show for it, no house, no decent livelihood, nothing to show. We can start putting everything on the table from Monday. Please put. We are here for the drama. The only reason why I'm not going to go in deep on these ladies and like just give it to them the way it's doing me right now is because a part of us subscribe for the drama and they're giving us the drama. So let's just let's work with them. Laura said you're I'm not even gonna read that. You are a B to say I have been pimped. Never done runs, never will. You won't understand. Then Laura said too big to be close to me. Then she laughed. You're not bigger than me or richer than me. All you do more than me is lies, hon. Lies. No one has regards for you in the industry, hon. No one. I feel bad that I'm saying this, but dang, Carol, you got no level. I've worked all my life. Everything I have or own, I worked for. Carol, don't go there with me. Everyone in the industry thinks you trash. Stop it, Carol. I was feeling you already. Too big for who? You're delusional. Delusion of grandeur. Grandeur is what they call it. I don't take commercial jets. My What do you do for a living? More. Then in Carolyn's confession, as Carolyn was saying, she doesn't dance on Instagram.
I don't operate in the influencers industry. I'm a working class woman. When I'm in working class, I'm like a 9-to-5 chick. I don't dance on social media.
See what she's writing, like a little child. It's going to punish you for lying about being pinned. You good for nothing, nobody.
Then Laura Keji said, I don't give open my legs and still not own anything. What does that even mean? Can you guys make sense of that statement? I cannot make sense of that statement. And then Caroline said, get lost, bunch of street prostitutes. Hey, Lorana said, I am coming for you.
You come for me, I'm not coming with a bomb. I'm coming with a nuclear weapon. And I would finish any little thing that is ever going to reconcile us. I don't want reconciliation. I would finish you. Yeah. Then after this whole thing, they now showed us the next what to expect in the next episode. That's where Iyabo called for a meeting with the ladies to just discuss happenings on ground, latest happenings on ground with them. Meanwhile, Laura, there's a part where they showed where Laura was explaining to her husband what about the whole pimping thing. So apparently she went to give him the gist to let him know what was going on. So they just showed us things to expect, the fights, the basketballs.
2017, the president came to Lagos.
Yeah, my friend, that's what friends do.
That's not what friends are for.
You would rather have drama because you want more followers.
No.
What did she say?
CAROLYN, wow.
Wanted more work.
So what do you guys think about this episode? What are your thoughts? Just let me know in the comment section. I think this video is long enough already, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.